Sat Nam. My name is Lana Labonte, and I'm here to guide you through another breath work and meditation to get stable anywhere. Find yourself nice and comfortable in a chair, wherever you're at. You can sit in easy seated position or you can just sit naturally. You can do these two exercises anywhere you are. Just find a space where you can be quiet, you feel safe, and there you go. Coming into easy seated position, I'm going to start out like we do in every Kundalini yoga class. Inhale to synchronize the breath. Exhale, release, mindfully scanning your body, noticing what you're feeling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on the next inhale, we'll chant the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, suspend the breath. Pull in and up at the rectum, the sex organs, the navel point. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Draw that energy up the spine. Inhale a little bit more. Exhale, release. Let your hands come gently in your lap. All right. So I thought this would be a great time to just offer you one of the simplest ways you can calm yourself and claim yourself. Whether you're dealing with stress, anxiety, tension, frustration, whatever is coming up in your life, you can do this breath and you don't need to tune in for it. So bring your right hand up, flat, fingers together. Just close off the right nostril. You can close your eyes down, focus at the third eye point, focus at the tip of the nose, whatever feels most comfortable. Take your left hand, place it in Gyan Mudra, and put it on your knee. And inhale and just begin breathing long and deep. Keeping the chest lifted, really elongate through the crown of the head. Inhaling long, slow, and deep, expanding deep down into the pelvic floor, out through the sides of the ribs. The chest lifts. On the exhale, the chest lowers. The shoulders are gliding down the back, squeezing together and opening that heart space and pulling in and up at the navel point. Relax the jaw, relax the sides of the neck. Relax down the back of the neck, down between the shoulder blades and down into the pelvic floor. Inhaling long, slow, and deep, in and out that left nostril. Mindfully watching and following your breath. Making the inhalation and the exhalation longer and slower as you go on. Really settling into your body with comfort and ease. Keep the chest lifted and the shoulders down the back. Inhale, suspend the breath, pull in and up at the navel point. Exhale, release the hand down on the knee. Just go within. Breathe naturally and normally through both nostrils. Tune into what you feel, any sensations that arise. And when you're ready, you can inhale, exhale, and open your eyes. So this particular breath, you can do even driving your car. You can do it if you're in the middle of maybe what seems like a heated discussion. Just stop, walk away, and just do it. Or you could just do it right then and there. It's amazing how we can shift our mental capacity, our emotions, just with the power of the breath. But in imbalances in our emotional state are imbalances in our breath, and whether we're taking it in more fully or we're more shallow. So the more shallow our breathing, the less oxygenated our brain and our body and our blood and everything else in here, the more we're going to tend to react to the world around us. We're not going to be in a stable position of responding. So I like to bring these types of simple exercises to you so that you can do them anywhere. And let me know in the comments how this works for you and what it feels like. What's your experience? Because that's what matters most. I can tell you what it feels like to me, but what matters most is how it feels to you and how it works or doesn't. Maybe something else works for you. This next meditation, it's only a few minutes. It's very short and it's a little weird, a little awkward. Anytime we use the fingers, we're actually massaging the hemispheres, the different parts of our brain, because the fingers are directly correlated to all the different areas in our brain. And so like anytime we do things with our fingers, it's like we're massaging it. So what we're going to do is going to bring the left hand up as if we're going to clap, right at heart space. So it's going to be sitting right here, arms rested against the side of the body. You're going to take the index finger and the middle finger of the right hand, and you're going to walk up and down the middle finger and the ring finger with pressure. You want to give it really good pressure, walking back and forth. It's a little bit weird, I'm telling you. We do weird things and good things happen. We do bad things. Sometimes they not so good things. When we're doing this, you're going to notice you want to apply pressure to where it actually hurts a little. And so you're pushing, but you're also resisting. Your fingers are stiff. You're going back and forth. The eye gaze is going to be with the eyes 1/10 open, and they're not looking out, they're looking just straight ahead or at the third eye point, but there's a little sliver, so you get just a little bit of light in here at your eyes. This is actually going to stimulate the central part of the brain so that you'll be sharper and quicker witted to respond to all those abnormal, weird things that are happening in your life with neutrality, and the ability to really take action in a way that serves you, as opposed to, oh my gosh, I got to do something, and it doesn't end up being what you need to be doing. So coming into position, the eyes are 1/10 open, and begin. Just walk in the fingers up and down, index finger on the middle finger and the ring finger. Make it hurt. It's not the most comfortable. It is an awkward movement. Try to relax the shoulders together, back down the back. You should just have a little sliver of light coming in your eyelids and looking forward at the third eye point. Breath is natural. It'll regulate itself. Fingers are walking up and back through the middle of the palm, up the fingers. Try to soften the face. Just keep at it. Sometimes we do strange things that make no sense. There's nothing wrong with it. We're changing our patterns and habits, creating new neural pathways, because here we are, using the fingers, massaging the brain. Get stable anywhere. You can do this meditation anywhere. Applying that pressure, you should feel those fingers should hurt. Almost there. Last little bit. Last 10 seconds. Now inhale, bring the fingers, walk them back to the center of the palms. Just inhale, suspend the breath, pull the root lock, press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Exhale the hands down in Gyan Mudra on your knees, and just go within and notice what you're feeling. Notice what sensations arise. Exhale and slowly open your eyes. Beauty of social media, you can come back to this and watch it again and again and again. That was just 3 minutes of left nostril breathing and then this meditation to get stable anywhere. 6 minutes could change your life. You could do it for shorter. You could do it for a minute each. Whatever it is you need, you can do it for longer. It's up to you to choose to use tools that are available to you to calm yourself and claim yourself and not allow yourself to get caught up in old bad behaviors and past habits, coping mechanisms, and survival skills that keep you stuck and repeating the same patterns. The only way we're ever going to grow is if we're willing to change the way we respond and show up to situations around us. Life is pretty much showing us where we're at any time. And if we see something that irritates us or triggers us, that in itself is just trying to show you where you have to work, where the work needs to be done, where your old wounds are that need to be healed. And that's a blessing, because if you're triggered, then that means you got some work to do. You're human, and there's nothing wrong with that. Own it, accept it, allow it, work with it, not against it. Because a lot of times, I know for myself, when I've been triggered and I fell back into the old patterns or behaviors, it just made it that much worse. But later, when I was able to look at it again and go, wow, I could have done things better. I could have done things differently. But you only can do better when you know better. And when you have the tools available, and the more you change up the patterns, you change your life and the direction it's been going. See, karma is really when you fall back into old patterns and keep repeating them. It's not you did something bad to this one or that one. Yeah, that applies. But you create your own karma the more you continue to perpetuate the same patterns and behaviors you've always done. That's just how I am. Well, guess what, baby? You're creating your own drama, your own trauma, and that's your karma. You have the opportunity to seize the moment when a trigger arises and change the direction of your life into what we would call dharma, the path of your soul, what you came here to live. It takes just small little shifts, little changes, little tweaks, little flips of the switch and within ourselves to truly find our way back to ourselves. We are not the crazy that kept on doing that. That's just a behavior we picked up to survive at younger ages when we went through traumas. And we didn't fully heal them at those moments. But we're adults now, and we need to learn to reparent ourselves and take every opportunity as a blessing so that we can find the lesson and just sweep that old behavior aside. Step into the new. Renew yourself to be you, to be the new you. This is the perfect opportunity to do it, to slow down and really become reflective and observant of yourself, your thoughts, your habits, the patterns that you keep perpetuating. What are your routines? What things bother you? Do you ever question why? If you don't take the time to sit down and reflect upon these things, they're just going to control you. And you're going to be the victim of your own circumstances, not the circumstances around you, because we create our circumstances through our patterns, through our mind. The way we show up to anything is the way we show up to everything. And if we're showing up to ourselves half-assed, then life's going to show up that way too. So we got to know better. We got to do better. But it only happens when you're willing to do the work, you're willing to show up for you, you're willing to own whatever it is. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You are human, and everything you feel, not only is it real, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to be fixed. I'm here to tell you, all you need is to accept and embrace every aspect of yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. You made it this far in life. No matter what you've been through, you're still here. You're still alive. So why not make it a more rich and joyful life? So live in joy. That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for showing up for you. And I really hope that this breath exercise and this meditation serve you. Let me know in the comments what it felt like, the awkwardness. We got to talk about these things. If something feels uncomfortable, talk about it. But don't hold back. Don't attack people, and don't do harm to others, especially yourself, with negative self-talk. But sometimes we do need someone who is willing to listen. And we need to be willing to listen as well. Because that which we desire, we also need to extend. But you also have to recognize your boundaries and know what it is you're willing and what you can truly hold. How many out there have extended themselves and said, I'm here for you, I'll do whatever you need, and then found out that when they asked for something, you couldn't do it, or you weren't willing to do it. We got to own that stuff too. There's nothing wrong with it. But you got to be truthful with yourself first before you can be truthful with others. So this is all what this time is about, is getting true, getting real with you. Really tapping into your Sat Nam, your true identity. Who is this person? Who is this being within that is walking through this life? What a gift. Why would we have a problem with showing up the best we can? And we allow little things outside of ourselves to dominate our minds and really influence us in ways that have nothing to do with what we really truly want, wish, or desire in this life. It's definitely not on our paths, but it's there in front of us, and so we get distracted. So we could always come back to center. Come back to heart and soul. Thank you again. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow between 10 and 11 for our regular Kundalini yoga. Today was a Kundalini yoga teacher training, so I was in a Zoom call. Beyond that, I love you all so much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you. Be real. Be raw. Be authentic. Be whoever you are. But you got to own that, and you got to embrace it no matter what it is. You can't deny your dark from your light, because that's what makes you shine that bright. It's your darkness that illuminates your light. You got to bring them back together. You can't deny one or the other. You can't choose one over the other either. Hands to heart center. We'll sing the Long Time Sunshine, and we'll Sat Nam it out. Inhale together. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Inhale. Sat Nam. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Be the light and shine ever so bright.